WKRG News 5 First Alert Weather Bulletin.
Good morning. I'm meteorologist John Nodar in the News 5 First Alert Weather Center. A tornado warning is issued for Baldwin County in Alabama and Escambia counties in Florida and in Alabama. There are two Escambia counties. I'll walk you through all of this in just a moment. First on the radar, this is rain and thunderstorms out ahead of a main line of thunderstorms that will be here later on today, probably in the wee hours of the morning around perhaps 5, 6 a.m. But for the time being, these storms developing out ahead of that main line are capable of spin-up tornadoes, and that's what we have going right now. Tornado warning means that a tornado is near or happening now. Damaging winds are likely. Get to a shelter immediately. Warn and protect others who might be in the path of this storm. And the place to go is the lowest floor of your home, a closet, bath, or hallway, under a strong table where you would crouch and cover yourself with something soft to deflect any debris. Now, obviously, the tornado would cover a very small area. The warning covers a large area, but you need to be safe and do those things just for a few minutes until this warning has passed. This is the thunderstorm right in here that is moving to the north at about 30 miles per hour. We'll get into the warned area closer and show you what's happening here. It starts just north of Seminole and runs up through actually a fairly quiet area of Escambia counties in Alabama and in Florida until it reaches Atmore. So that's a very highly populated area there. So we do have people in the path of this storm. You need to take cover immediately if you are one of them. So let's walk you through some of the other elements of this storm. This is what's happening right now. Here's the storm that's being warned on, and let's go ahead and bring you in. This is a composite product of our radar, and it just shows where wind shear is occurring. And we have some here just up Highway 112 from Cantonment, and that is the area of most concern right now. Kind of hard to see because the Doppler, let me go ahead and step over to the Doppler and operate this a little closer in so you can see what's going on. And we'll bring you down close to this. All right, so let's take you down into the area of most concern right now. And it's where these reds and greens meet together, right where that Highway 112 sign is, that is of most concern right now, headed up toward Tennille and Barano Park. And we'll slide on up a little bit in just a moment and show you more about that. Let's see what else is happening around here. Storm Heights. I will check and see exactly what we're looking at. Storm height doesn't appear to be too terribly high. It's at 22,000 feet. So I don't expect this storm to continue producing a tornado for very long. It is not producing hail right now. And this is the area, let me see, I say this, let me just draw a little circle around it so you'll see where I'm talking about. But this is the area right here of most concern. I'm going to slide that up a little bit to the north. Right there is what I'm looking at. This area right here is what we are looking at around Highway 112, again, headed up toward Tennille, and I'll pull out to a wider picture and show you what's going on. Let me just back this up a little bit. And we'll bring in this fan to give you an indication of what cities might be in the path of this, and right now it would be McKinnon in just a few minutes. So McKinnon, if you are hearing your name, you need to get into your shelter immediately. Don't dilly-dally. Go ahead and do that. It probably won't be more than about 20 minutes that you would need to be in that safe place. I'm going to go ahead and back this up one more time, and we'll slide down a little bit to the south here so you can see what's going on in the area north of McKinnon. And I'm going to widen this out just a little bit to include more communities. And then we'll bring this on up to a 30-mile-an-hour storm. And now you can see Tennille, Enon, McKinnon, Walnut Hill, and Oak Grove are all in the path of a storm that may very well be producing a tornado. We don't have confirmation of tornado on the ground, but it is indicated well by the radar. So Don't delay. Move to a safe place right away. Tennille, Enon, McKinnon, Walnut Hill, and Oak Grove. And we'll get you down even closer still and see if we can find some more of the communities and maybe some of the roadways that would give you an idea of where this storm is right now. So let's clear this off. Move down close again. This is the storm right here. I'm going to switch back to the Doppler aspect of the Doppler radar so we can kind of get a fix on this. And it does appear to be weakening as it moves toward Tennille. I do want to move in closer so we can get some of these street names that are in the path of this storm. So we'll start here. And you see Luth Road, Sunrise Trail, County Road 99, and Molino Road. If you hear that and you are in South Baldwin County right now, or actually now Central Baldwin County, you need to move immediately, and I mean immediately, to a safer shelter. This is the area of most concern right now. The radar sweep is probably a minute or two behind, so I would assume this is either close to or in Tennille right now, headed toward Luth Road and Sunrise Trail in Baldwin County. There may be other Sunrise Trails around the area. All right, so that's what's going on with the Doppler velocity product that gives us an indication of where this storm might be. We've seen heavy rain to our west, and flash flood watch is up for our Mississippi communities through the morning hours. The heavier rain hasn't arrived in Mississippi, or at least our part of Mississippi, just yet, but that will be coming our way, and 2 to 4 inches or more of rain are possible. That could be enough to cause at very least nuisance flooding and at worst flash flooding. So that's out there. We also have a wind advisory until 6 a.m. Not much lightning associated with this storm system as it approaches us from the west. There are other warnings out there, but they are beyond our viewing area along Interstate 55. There are flood warnings. And now, as we talked just a moment ago, that storm appeared to be losing some of its rotation and weakening. The National Weather Service has downgraded this warning to a severe thunderstorm warning. Now, bear in mind, a severe thunderstorm can produce winds over 57 miles an hour, and that's enough to cause damage. Also, it can spin up tornadoes again, and it can produce brief hail, but this storm doesn't seem to be a hail producer. It's more likely to bring you some very strong winds, some brief heavy rainfall, and we'll watch this for a possible tornado spin up once again. But since this has been downgraded to a severe thunderstorm warning, we are going to leave the air and go back and just keep an eye on things for you. You'll see information at the bottom of your screen, and I'll be back on as needs be throughout the morning. We'll have much more coming up on News 5 at 5 a.m. I'm meteorologist John Nodar in the News 5 Weather Center.